Felix the Fast Tractor and the Coal Delivery by Catherine Cannon. Felix the Fast Tractor lives on Amber's farm with Farmer Story, Mrs. Story, their two children Max and Lucy, and the family dog Ben. It was winter time and it had been snowing heavily for the past few days. Today was the first day that it hadn't snowed, and Daisy the digger had come to help clear the snow from the farm lane. Max and Lucy were busy making snowmen. They were very excited as the village play was that afternoon, and they had been practicing their lines for weeks. The bad weather had caused a big problem for Andrew the coalman, as he was expecting an urgent delivery of coal to the train station. His coal bunkers were empty. Felix and Daisy were on standby to help unload the coal and take it to Andrew's coal yard. But at 11 o'clock, Andrew had telephoned to say that the coal trucks still couldn't get through to the train station. The trucks were stuck 10 miles away at the coal mine. Felix was worried that if the coal trucks couldn't get through, some people in the village wouldn't have any coal. So he started to think about what he could do to help. Suddenly, an idea came to him. Yes, that's it! With my snowplows and the special train wheels from the train station, I can go to the coal mine and bring the coal back to Andrew's yard. What an excellent idea, Felix, replied Farmer Story. I'll telephone Andrew and he'll be delighted. Andrew was waiting at the train station to help fit the train wheels. The small metal wheels fitted Felix perfectly, and there was a big trailer that he could use too. You'd better be quick, Andrew said to Felix. The forecast is for snow this afternoon, and we all need to be back for the village play. It starts at 4:30. It took a while to get the train wheels fixed on, and it was 1 o'clock before Felix set off, clearing the deep snow as he went. Felix was quite tired when he arrived at the mine. Clearing the snow and pulling the big trailer was very hard work. The coal trucks were pleased to see him, as they were still stuck in the deep snow in the rail sidings. Felix positioned the trailer underneath the coal hopper, and a big heap of coal was delivered into his trailer, along with a big cloud of coal dust. "Bye!" he shouted to the trucks as he set off back to the train station. By this time it was 3 o'clock, and it was starting to get dark. All of a sudden, the sky turned very grey. Oh no, thought Felix, it's going to snow. And snow it did. The snow started to settle on the train track, onto his bonnet and his windscreen. Oh dear, he said to himself, the village play starts soon, and I've still got to get to the coal yard to unload the coal. Felix arrived at the train station feeling very tired and very cold, but he knew he had to be as quick as he could. He lifted the train wheels and set off on the road back to the coal yard. When Felix finally arrived at the coal yard, it was 4 o'clock. He was very tired and very dirty. Daisy, Farmer Story, and Andrew were all waiting for him. "Thanks for all of your help, Felix," Andrew said. "But with all of this new snow, the roads are very slippery. There's no way I can get to the play, as the wheels on the coal wagon can't grip the roads in this weather. Everyone else has already left in the jeep." Despite being tired and covered in coal dust and snow, Felix knew he had to try to help. "We could still make it in time," he said brightly. He reversed up to the coal bunker and raised the trailer as high as he could. "Time to tip," he said, as all of the coal dropped out, creating more clouds of black dust. Andrew unhitched the trailer and jumped into Felix's cab, and they set off through the thick snow. The coal dust on his windows and the blustery snow were making it difficult to see, and it was getting darker by the minute. They arrived at the village hall with only 1 minute to spare before the play started. Andrew turned to wave. "If you're not busy tomorrow, you can help me deliver all of that coal," he shouted. Felix sighed. "I'm ready for a lovely hot bath and a long sleep." After the play, Felix and Daisy were treated to bucketfuls of hot soapy water and a top-up of engine oil. "An excellent day's work for you two," said Farmer Story. But he was talking to himself. Felix and Daisy had fallen fast asleep. He carefully pushed them into the cosy barn and tucked them in for the night. "Sleep tight," he whispered, as he quietly shut the barn door. The end. Voiced by Matthew Kerslake with kind permission from Catherine Cannon.